Here's something that should make us all pause. Belizeans are drinking way too much alcohol and men are leading the charge. The numbers are alarming. In fact, the Director of Public Health and Wellness, Dr. Melissa Diaz-Musa, says alcohol has now become a major public health concern.
The data from Belize shows that compared to the regions of the Americas, we are graded high in terms of the amount of alcohol that we drink. We are also considered to be binge drinkers, which means that one survey showed that within the last 30 days, binge drinkers had more than 5 to 6 units of alcohol or drinks of alcohol in a short period of time.
The numbers tell a clear story. Binge drinking has become a go-to pastime for many Belizeans, with people knocking back as many as 8 drinks in a single sitting. And it's not only adults. Many children get their first taste of alcohol before they are 10 years old. Non-communicable disease coordinator Dr. Lila Estefan has studied the data.
We have to look at our society and our culture, Paul. When we have independence celebration, when we have a festival, when we have agric, what do you see mostly? Alcohol. You'll see a lot of people drinking, and it's something that we encourage in our society as fun. When we're on holidays, what's the first thing you see people posting on their Instagram? A pina colada or a margarita. And the problem is that we're seeing this in our hospitals. All these alcoholic dependencies, all these drinks are contributing to our non-communicable diseases.
And if this were a gender showdown, men are clearly in the lead. They drink way more often and in bigger quantities than women. Furthermore, at least 18% of children between the ages of 13 to 15 reported that they have been drunk at least once. And you don't have to go beyond your neighborhood corner store to identify one of the primary culprits: the cheap, easily accessible, high concentration rum, better known as bad man.
At the end of the day, alcoholism is a disease, it's an addiction. We cannot blame the consumer. But yes, it makes it much easier and accessible for the person. You're seeing more of their income being spent on these smaller quantities that are cheaper and more potent. So for example, with cigarettes, an approach that we do is that we're trying not to implement, or we're not trying to encourage the sale of individual cigarettes, right? So that's one factor that we do for tobacco. Something similar will be taken for alcohol, where I foresee the big man and the red top will be the bad man, the bad big man. Yes, so these are the initiatives and the approaches that we're trying to take.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness isn't taking this lightly. They're looking at the numbers with serious concern. Alcohol is a risk factor for over 200 health conditions. Beyond the health risk, the fact is that marginalized households are spending a larger share of their income on alcohol. Furthermore, families are falling apart, with alcohol linked to 55% of intimate partner violence cases.
Alcohol is not a cause for domestic violence or gender-based violence. It is a factor. And why is it a factor? Because it inhibits persons. It limits that self-control. And so what happened then is that they feel free to act out what are some of their own values that they already have, and they're understanding what they think they have a right to do and not do.
Time and time when we see our clients and we start peeling off that onion in trying to figure out why an individual is consuming alcohol, most of the time we tend to see that either it is because the parents are in a domestic violence situation, or because the individual himself is or herself is in a domestic violence situation.
From the shocking numbers to the ripple effects on health and society, one thing is clear: those fighting against excessive drinking have a tough battle ahead. Why? Because they're up against big businesses with deep pockets and massive marketing campaigns. Finding a real solution is easier said than done. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.